Welcome to Linkronicity, where your journey and destiny link. I'm Stacey Kumagai, your linkologist, and I'm here to help you link your life. Today, lovely souls, we are back for another healing timeout, and today's session is going to be all about linking to refortification for your energy center as it relates to transformation, ascension, and growth. Now, for those of you who are used to living your life on the human plane of the energy vibrations of the 3D, you are probably used to refortifying and refueling and recentering your energies in the earthly realm of rest, relaxation, and all of the typical ways of self-care, self-love, self-nurturing, to get yourself back on your groove of, your track of well-being. But what happens to our place of refortification and refueling and nurturing that link within when we unite our human and our soul and our higher ascension, higher vibration awareness? We need refortification from a completely different place. Sure, the typical human ways of refueling and getting back on track may help some, but they won't last as long because they only are temporary quick fixes. That 30-minute cat nap or that walk in nature or whatever it is that makes you feel good, like you can get re-energized once again. When our human and our soul are expending energies in the spiritual realm, it's sometimes challenging to feel whole again. It sometimes is challenging to feel like you can get your groove back in terms of showing up in the ways that you need to show up on the new level that you need to show up with your well-being. So what we're first going to do today is we're going to take a cleansing breath, first to release all of those toxic energies that you've picked up along the way. So as we inhale, I'd like you to inhale bright white light, bright white healing, nurturing light, bright, 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 as bright as you can stand it, okay? And on the exhaling breath, why don't we exhale all of the energies, the debris that we've somehow allowed in our cell system, our everyday stresses, and all of that. So that's what's going to happen on the exhale. You're going to exhale that just deeply and extremely in a mindful state from your solar plexus chakra. Okay, are you ready? So inhale. Exhale. Inhale once again. Exhale. Feel your mind float. Feel your heart space as it opens up to receiving more light, energizing you from the inside. Feel your power center right in your solar plexus. Feel that power center say, I've released. I've released. And when we get into this space, we're clearing our chakras and getting into alignment of higher frequency vibrations that can actually refortify and refuel our soul. Our soul is what appears to be a tireless energy. But even our soul can get tired of residing in our human when the human continues to push it, press it, insist on being on this constancy, this whirlwind, to where the soul doesn't have enough of a moment or a chance to get grounded, or see things from a new light or perspective lens of understanding that in stillness, that is where we regain who we are, why we're here, how we have been expending our energies, where we're applying our power and who we're giving it away to. And it puts the human back in a recheck to reset boundaries so that the energies aren't depleted on the soul space. The human energies get depleted very simply just by the human being exhausted from going and going and going and going and not stopping to rest. But the soul gets depleted when we compromise places of where we've already arrived to from the places that we've already previously cleared out. And when we get into the space of returning to default energy that we've already previously cleared and keep returning to it, clinging to it from a space of soul fatigue, what we're doing is we're really dishonoring the positive footwork and the homework and the steps that we've taken on our journey, on our pathway to move into this new clearing of becoming. And it's here where we really need to check in. So my question to you, lovely souls, is how often do you check in with your soul? How often do you check in with your soul's well-being as opposed to your human's well-being? It's so easy as we go through daily life to only pay attention to our human and not pay attention to what our soul is crying out for most. Sometimes our soul is crying out to be recognized for what it's trying to reconcile, heal, regain, recover, and sometimes even explore in new territory and adventure in terms of, tapping into a new heart space of what love really means, tapping into a new mindset of what achievement really means, tapping into a new place of power in our solar plexus of really understanding what we've come to understand as what power really is, which ultimately is truth. It's truth. So if our human is in conflict with our souls, truth, we get depleted in our soul space, which is why we need to refortify and regroup, sometimes in silence, sometimes in isolation, sometimes by saying the human word of no in order to regain footing on this trek of where you ultimately in your higher mind know you need to go. And for the human, that takes courage. It takes courage to say no, to give your soul the space that it needs to fly. It's easy to feel obligated to the human agenda. But it's here I'm giving you permission to say, no. It's time to reclaim the soul's agenda and what that really means for you in your unique path, in your unique journey, and where you ultimately want to go. So, lovely souls, as we look at our healing time out, I want to give you this space to reclaim yourself, reclaim your mind, reclaim your heart, and reclaim your power from your soul space. And tell your human to take a break. Tell your human to leave you alone. And sometimes you may even have to declare that for other humans as well in your atmosphere in order to get the true clarity back in alignment to what your soul knows from your mind's eye. So, lovely souls, take time today to do just that. And know I'm here in support and in love and in all-knowing to help you reclaim that, rediscover that, and refortify that link for yourself. I'm Stacey Kumagai, your linkologist, here to help you link your life. And I hope that this healing timeout has helped you regroup for just a few minutes to set that as your pure intention for today. Have a beautiful, blessed, refortifying day.